Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Daily Report by OVTLYR. So, just like anybody else, I was very surprised yesterday with 50 basis point rate cut. Honestly, I was expecting in the range of like 25 basis point. But I was listening to Chris this morning, and just like he mentioned, there's always a political motivation. I mean, again, this is again my guess out there. Um, Technically, I mean, if you think about it, right, the target inflation was they were thinking, I we need to bring back the inflation at around 2%, but it was hovering around 2.5, 2.6%, right? It wasn't there yet, right? The job report though started to look really, really bad, and in my opinion that started worrying the current administration that, hey, I mean, this is kind of going nowhere. um, and again, this is all my guess, but there's always a political pressure, like, and no one is impartial. So that's about it. I mean, again, I was surprised with that 50 basis point rate cut. In fact, I'm hearing that by the end of 2024, we may be looking into a combined cut of around 1%, which is huge. I mean, the earlier expectations were like around 50 basis point for the remaining, like the whole 2024. But we'll see. Again, it's gonna have impact. Looks like market is happy. Everything is going up today. Like you throw, if you would have throw money like yesterday, like today, it's everything is kind of going up. So which is good. I mean, it's not a bad thing to happen. But we'll see. So let's get started. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining. Hi, Wes. Thanks for joining. Okay, so before I get started, I'll just give you a little bit introduction about who I am. I am co-founder and CEO of OVTLYR. I decided to start running these daily shows just to showcase how I look at the platform, what platform is telling me, and in fact, if I can add any value to our existing members or anybody out there who is looking to, just get an idea of about where the market is. Are there any good opportunities today? So that's kind of I'm gonna cover in today's call as well, just like how I do every day. What is OVTLYR? So we build, my co-founder and I, OVTLYR was a research project that started many years ago. We were in free pilot till last year. We literally launched this year. What it does, it monitors how investors are going to react, how they are reacting to these changing market conditions. I mean, you look at market every day, it's changing. You have these external factors that impacting the market, the news, the sentiment, whatnot. And because of that, these investors react in certain way, which push the prices up or down. So that's what we capture, and we give a daily score of fear and greed to pretty much all of the assets that we cover. And we have built a whole platform around it. It's a very, very unique data that you will not find anywhere else. Think about it. The way I see it, I use this data in addition to some of the other data that's out there. And myself, including other investors, other traders who are using this platform, are seeing better returns. They are seeing more wins. So today I'll start with my market and sector analysis. I'll start with what I'm looking in the dashboard. So give me 1 second. Let me pull this chart up. Okay, so we have these four main tabs in our platform. The first one is market breadth, one of my favorite. I always look into where the market or a sector or an index is headed for the near term, when it changed direction, which is very, very important to me. Right now, looks like it's an uptrend, which actually started happening somewhere around like September 10th, like sometime last week, when it started from going down, it started moving up. Um, how do I look at it? I simply come on this tab. First thing I look at the bull list percent. Think about it that every day we have a number of new stocks in our bull and bear list that come. So every day so for today we have 77 new stocks in our buy list. So there are so many opportunities. Like if you guys are looking for opportunities, we had them like AB, we had like bunch of others. Um, CNX. I mean, there are a lot of opportunities today. Yesterday, I saw somewhere around like 63, 65 new stocks, and day before that, it was around 50 new stocks. So think about it. The market always go up and down, and this number here is very important. And what we have found out that as market is recovering, as it is going up, the number of stocks in our daily buy list starts to go up like that. That is what you see here, the bull list percent. We simply calculate what percentage of stocks are in buy list for that day, and whether that number is going up or down. And this is again tells me that it's probably a good time to get into, like when this changes, when it start going up. If I'm planning to go long, the opportunities that I will pick will have high probability of success. I mean, that's what we want, right? We want to go where the market is flowing. We do not want to always go against it, right? So that's one of the fundamental thing that, I mean, at least I follow. Number of stocks in uptrend and downtrend, very important. Like the way I look at it is I simply look at the count, which you can see here. Every day it changes. How many stocks are in uptrend or downtrend for that given sector or the full market that we cover. And when the number of stocks in uptrend start to go up, right? And the number of stocks in downtrend starts to go down, that's a good signal for me to start looking into that sector. Because if a sector or an index is started to recover, it started to go up, I'll probably pick up some stocks from that sector, right? And my chances of success will increase. So right now, again, it's going up. I mean, the numbers are looking good every day. The number of stocks in downtrend going down, number of stocks in uptrend going up. That's what I'm looking for. It's gonna change in coming weeks. I don't know when, but we'll keep on watching every day. The sector that caught my attention is today was again energy sector. It recently turned around. So let's look into it. Okay, so around this date, September 3, that's when the number of stocks in downtrend started increasing, right? I mean, you see here, um, number of stocks in downtrend 38, the next day 43, in uptrend from 33 to 29. So let's remember this day, September 3. So if I go and just look at the sector itself, okay, good. This is actually energy sector. So somewhere around from that time, September 3rd, like it's in that correction mode from $89 coming down, coming down, coming down, around $84. And let's come back to Outlook dashboard, right? So somewhere around again this time frame, frame between September 30 and December 22, it started to move in the other direction, right? That's what I'm seeing, the recovery in the energy sector. Let's talk about what's happening in the market. So the rates have gone down, right? Inflation, uh, I hope it reduces, right? But in my opinion, right now with the global, where things are, elections are coming up, I feel like the crude oil price right now, it's somewhere around $72 a barrel right now. So today I was checking in the morning, and I was looking at some of these reports out there. What's the prediction for crude oil? I mean, again, crude oil, energy sector, I mean, they go hand in hand. You need to keep an eye on that. The expectation, it's going to go up in Q4, Q3, Q4, it's going to go up. And when it goes up, you'll probably see a recovery in the energy sector, which is in line with what I'm seeing in the energy sector, right? It has number of stocks in downtrend going down, number of stocks in uptrend going down. Crude price probably gonna start inching up for rest of the year. You know, we'll see the election outcome, who comes, and based off of that, we'll see where the prices are going down. But uh, all in all, energy sector is something which caught my interest, and then I started looking into my watch list, right? So the first step is looking at market and sector, where the market is going. We saw most of the sectors are in that uptrend, right? Rates are down, everything is going up, most of the sectors are going up. So looking good. So you can pick any sector, based off of the data that you see here. Second thing is, how do I find opportunities, right? So I know this sector. I mean, I can always trade um, sector spiders. I can always trade um, S&P 500. So that's always an option, right? Or if you're looking to trade stocks, how do you find opportunities? So for me, what I look into is daily watch list. Every day, as I said, we have X number of stocks, the new buys, new sell. Like, let me expand it. Let me see some of these opportunities. And, what we have here, AB, financial sector. I mean, I can, I definitely looked into financial sector. It's in the right kind of direction, going up, right here, right? So it's kind of going up. So if I pick a stock which is in financial sector, how what I'll see, let's look into AB, Alliance Bernstein. Let's look into the stock. So a buy signal came on outlier today, pre-market. You can look into it before market open. A buy signal came. So the good thing is the oscillator also turned around. It's moving up, which is good. I always look into that. I don't want to get into a stock when the oscillator is at this point, and I try to get in, because a correction may happen. In many cases, it happens. So right now, the oscillator, the blue, this line oscillator is moving up, so which is good, right? Uh, Overlay, the uptrend, downtrend overlay, it is green. So that tells me that this stock is in uptrend right now. So that is a good sign again. I looked into the sector, financial sector, which kind of is in the same direction. And keep in mind that, you know the Fed rate cut is going to help the financial sectors for sure. Like, um, if they're gonna keep on cutting the rates like that, One of the sector that's gonna get impacted, that's gonna benefit from it, is of course financial sector. um, Real estate is one of them, right? Utilities is another one. So how is AB doing since morning? I'm just curious. So okay, okay, looks like it sits up 1.68% today. Not bad, not bad. As I said, I also look into trend spider. Okay, so uh, there is the 10 is above 20, which is good. Chris always look for that. So that's also in line. There is though this order block right here, which you need to be careful. Like if it crosses, like as per Chris, again, I'm learning about order blocks. As per Chris, if the price crosses it, if it goes up, this order block goes away. So right now it's kind of going in the right direction. So I look into the news as well, right? I want to make sure that there are no bad, how do I put it, any bad news about this stock. So if I just go to this, one of my favorite website, stocknewsapi.com, it just pull the news from all over the internet, and it gives like this neutral positive rating, and just really helps. I look into it. So nothing bad about this stock, right? So at least it's positive. So all in all, and I'm aware of the financials of AB. I mean, that's another thing I look into it. If I'm trying to go long, I try to avoid zombie companies, means the companies which are losing money left and right, like every quarter they're losing money. And if I am planning to go long, that would be, I don't know, a stretch. So I'll always look into the financials, but for now I know I have seen it. So I'm just gonna skip that step. And AB is good, looking good. So it already has hit around 1.68% today. Not bad. So let's look into the energy sector, one of the stock from I kind of pulled CNX, but it's came in the watch list today. And why I picked CNX, and I'll tell you why. One of the thing I look into this 30-day average volume. So if the average volume is 96,000 ish, I'll probably not even look into this stock. Bare minimum, I'm looking closer to like a million plus 30-day average volume. And CNX was closer to 2 million, less than 2 million, 30-day average. The overlay is in green, which is a good thing, right? The stock is an uptrend. So when I pull CNX in outlier, what do I see? I see that stock is an uptrend. The oscillator has started moving up, which is another good sign, right? We already looked into energy sector, right? So all in all, sector is looking good. The oscillator is looking good. It's an uptrend. Um, let's look into what. Okay, so C and X. Yeah, it's already 10 is above 20. So I don't see any new order block in front of it. How it did today, CNX. Oh, 2.63%. Not bad. Not bad for the day. I mean, again, today is one of those days when everything is up, right? So it's not like I'll probably pick a random stock today and it'll be up. I'm just thinking it out loud here, but which is not bad. I mean, if you find days like this when everything is aligned, If market is aligned, if your sector is aligned, if the data around the individual stock is aligned, it's not bad to pull the trigger for that day, right? So coming back to my sheet here, we talked about sector, market, we talked about finding opportunities, we kind of looked into a couple of them, did some analysis, right? AB and CNX, they looked good. I usually do this analysis before market opens if I'm trading that day, right? Uh, the last but not least, trade setup monitoring. Like once you enter a position, make sure that you are looking into it. You have a clear understanding of how it is looking day by day. So you don't want to just buy it and forget it. I mean, that's some people do that. Like if you're like a really long term investor, but if you are trading, if you're looking to trade, I would say always monitor your positions. So I think that's pretty much it for today. If anybody has any questions, do you want me to look at something? I can look at it. Otherwise I can wrap it up, and I thank you all for joining. And if you have any questions, remember that we have a special going on right now, and the prices are going up after after this month. They are going up. So it's only $299 a year. Usually we charge around $588 a year. Right now it's at discount. So if you guys want to grab it, you can go to our website, outlier.com, OVTLYR.com, and just click on this coupon and you can get this special. So thanks everybody who joined today, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.